Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the welding shop, actually the wood shop. You are here live with Mr. Kyle and myself. We are refilming a video of how to do the laser engraver design portion. So you're going to make sure that you got your flash drive. I have the orange flash drive. That's where I have all my stuff saved. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. We'll get going here. I'm going to minimize, open up Aspire. And this is the flash drive. It just popped up. I'm going to exit out of that. I do not need it. I do not need this thing to come up, so I'm canceling that. Open Aspire. We're going to do open existing file. I'm opening an existing file. There's my flash drive. There's my stuff. So I've already done this once, but it did not save it. So I'm redoing this instructional video. So this is Raby Greenwave Aspire. What I'm going to produce is right there. But I need to open my design. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and click text. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to file, save as. This is the very first thing you're doing. This is where I created the laser. I'm going to type laser 2. You don't have to type laser 2 because this won't be your second laser design. So you don't have to worry about that. Aspire laser 2. Save. So I've just created a new file. So now everything I do to this file, it's not going to mess anything else up. I'll go back to it here. I'm going to click the text command. I want a text box down here. I'm going to type welding feature. Super creative. Then I click center. I want this to be in the center so I can control this from the center. And I'm going to move my text to the very bottom here. And the laser can do a lot of detail. So I'm just going to leave it just like that because it's going to look good with the laser. So that's all the further the design is that I want. If you are putting a car, an image, a picture, or something into this, then now is your time to bring in that image. And you're going to do it the same way that I showed in the first video. I need to delete all this because I don't want the laser to try and cut out what the plasma cutter already cut out. So for me, I'm going to end up with a blank design here. So we're going to go ahead, hit save, so that way this saves. I'm going to come up here to this top left, switch to toolpath command. Now I'm working with the toolpath. I need to change the material setup. This needs to be gap above, and I'm pulling out my manual here to make sure that I'm not misquoting something. It needs to be a 0.001. 0.001, and then on, nope, that's not the right place to put the gap above. My face is in the way. So I'm going to go down to cancel because I don't want it to save what I just changed. Material setup again. Hit set. I'm going to scroll to the bottom. Clearance. This is what I'm looking for. 0.001. Plunge. 0.001. I do not want this to change anything else. I just want that done. Next thing I'm going to do, highlight my design, which all I'm doing is adding welding teacher to it. I'm going to click on this quick engraving toolpath. I'm going to select a different bit. So if this machine was running a CNC wood router table or a plasma cutter table or a fill in the blank, it has all of these different options for it. We don't really care about all these different options. We just want the engraving. We're going to go with engraving, 15-degree tip. We're going to look down here at the spindle speed, and we're going to change that to 1000. That is full power, and this is only a 7-watt laser, so we want it full power. We're going to hit apply, and we're going to do select. That selects that. So now we go down here to post processor. We're going to add a processor. There is not the correct one from the list, so we're going to go ahead and hit the plus button there. And the correct one is not on this list either. We're going to jump into Google. Actually, I'm going to have to exit out of this to get this to work. Come back to it. There we go. So in the assignment, in Schoology, I have the link to where you can get the correct processor. It's in Cnc Design with image where you're getting this how-to video. This link for laser post processor. You can click on it there. Redirect notice. Yes, we're redirecting. And then scroll down. This says Next Wave Laser Inch. Go ahead and download that. It downloads pretty quick. I'm going to go back to Aspire. I'm going to click this plus button. We're going to go to the folder at the bottom. Click on Downloads. That's where it's at. Double click. Would you like to make this post processor the default post processor? Yes, I would. And I'm just going to go ahead and double click on it. And I'm going to click OK. And when I look over here, this Next Wave Laser Inch post processor is now selected. I have my design, and if you have a design on the whole thing here, then you need to highlight all of it. And keep in mind, where you have this placed on this design is where it is going to show up. So you need to be very thoughtful about where you have it placed. If it's too high on my design, it's not going to cut because there's something missing in that. I'm going to hit the calculate button. That shows me where it's actually going. We're not cutting on a board. I'm going to go back to 2D view. I'm going to close this and I'm going to go to Save Toolpath. Click on the Save Toolpath. Click it again. New box will pop up. Make sure that you are saving it to where you know how to get to it. I'm going to save it to the orange flash drive. And then I'm going to get into my folder and I'm going to title it Baby Green Wave Laser Cut File. And this is my second one, so I'm typing in number 2. And I click Save. Folks, that is all. Now you can take, if that's on your flash drive, now you can take that flash drive over to the CNC laser engraver, and you are good to go at that point.